in the DNA
order of 4 chemical building blocks. Good morning, guys. First, for this video presentation, we will talk about what is DNA sequence. First, before we talk about DNA sequence, we will first introduce ourselves. My name is Afable Francis Nicole.
My name is Resty Barcil.
My name is Palada Raphan.
The structure of DNA is a double helix strand. So as you can see here, the genetic sequence is found in this line. So if we will sum out this part, we can see some coded genetic sequence like A, T, C, G, or G, C, T, A. Specific genetic sequence encoded to a specific traits like hair colors and skin colors of an animal.
Now, we're going to show you a video about DNA sequencing.
Sometimes people ask what DNA sequencing is. Imagine an enormous supermarket with thousands of products. Each of the cells inside your body shops in the supermarket. Each cell needs a different combination of products depending on its job in the body. Each product is carefully labelled with information about how it was made and how it should be used. This information is written in a special code, which we call its DNA sequence. In real life, different supermarket chains sell the same things, but don't necessarily stock exactly the same brands. In the same way, people's supermarkets can stock different versions of the same products. Most of the time, the differences between products are tiny, and the cells don't even notice them. But occasionally, a product is very different, and cells find it doesn't work as it should. This is important because it might affect the way those cells do their job in the body. DNA sequencing is the process of a scientist reading the information on the label to try and figure out whether a cell will be able to use that product. The scientist carefully reads the DNA sequence to find any regions where the pattern of letters is unexpected and compares it with the same region in the DNA sequence of people in the general population. In this example, the unexpected change matches differences found in products from people in the general population, and therefore scientists assume that the cell will be able to use the product just fine. However, as in this second example, if the scientist finds an unexpected change that doesn't match anyone else in the general population, they need to think about it a bit more. They'll study other members of the same family to see if any of them carry the same change. And if, as in this case, there's still no match, they'll look at information from hospital laboratories to see if there's anyone else in the world with a similar change. In this example, there are 3 matches globally, so they will explore if these 3 people had any health problems. Using this information, scientists try to predict whether cells will be able to use the product to do their jobs in the body and offer guidance about what this means. DNA sequencing can be used to look at one product, or it can be used to look at hundreds or even thousands of products in someone's supermarket at the same time. This makes it a powerful tool in helping to understand how the combination of products that we carry in our supermarkets makes us all unique.
What are the importance of genetic sequencing? So the first one is genetic information storage. So DNA sequences carry the instruction necessary for the development, functioning, and reproduction of all living organisms. These instructions are encoded in the sequence of nucleotides. nucleotides such as adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. And the second one is protein synthesis. DNA sequences determine the specific order of amino acid in proteins through the process of transcription, DNA to RNA, and translation, RNA to protein. Proteins are essential for nearly every cellular process. The third one is variation, genetic variation. Differences in DNA sequences between individuals are the basis of genetic diversity, which influence traits such as physical appearance, susceptibility to disease, and response to medications. And the fourth one is hereditary transmission. So DNA sequences are passed from one generation to the next, ensuring that offspring inherit characteristics from their parents. Mutation or changes in these sequences can lead to new traits or diseases.
So the fifth one is evolution. DNA sequence undergo changes over time due to mutation and natural selection, driving the process of evolution and the emergence of new species. And sixth one is the medical application. Understanding DNA sequence help in identifying genetic disorder, developing targeted therapies, and advancing personalized medicine. And seven is biotechnology and research. DNA sequencing technology is crucial in areas like forensic science, agriculture, and genetic engineering, enabling advancement such as gene editing, and enable advancements such as creation of genetic modified organism or GMO.